Fandoms arguably have to be one of the weirdest things I've ever encountered. For the first 13 years of my life, and arguably still today, I was obsessed with Pokemon. After that, the band Green Day entered the picture and I was hooked. Then a couple years ago, I watched my first episode of Doctor Who and I now find myself counting down the days until the 100th anniversary special. Here it's gonna have all 57 doctors. Anyways, yesterday I noticed something horrible about fandoms, and it's something you can notice if you pay attention to the so-called positives. Put the air quotes in the wrong place, but you know what? I'm not recording that again. From sharing fan fiction to plot theories to debates and common views, fandoms help eliminate or exterminate the need to build trust. If you're wearing a Doctor Who t-shirt or you have a TARDIS bumper sticker or you reference the show in any way, I'm 100% willing to give you every chance in the world to become my new best friend. If you've ever heard any song off the American Idiot album, your music taste is now 5 stars in my book. And God help me if you reference anything from the second series onward of Pokemon. And this still doesn't really sound like a bad thing. It sounds like I'm just kind of explaining the whole point of, meeting people with common interests. When you're part of and entrenched in a fandom, it runs deeper. You can spend a whole day with a person and find them ungodly annoying, but then you see their sonic screwdriver and suddenly you absolve them of all of their sins. This probably isn't the best way to make friends. The whole idea of making friends through common interests is kind of a terrible idea. I mean, it does make it easier to get to know a person in the beginning, but friendship should be founded on mutual respect and good chemistry. Friends can and very commonly do have nothing in common. So instead of trying to make friends with anyone who falls in the same blanket category fandom as you, when you go to make friends with someone, how about y'all go do something that lends itself to having a conversation? Because I understand, as a person who has social anxiety, talking doesn't always come naturally. So find someone you think is cool and go to a movie or an arcade or a sporting event. But please don't invite me to a sporting event. That way when conversation runs dry, you have things that are currently happening to discuss. It's a lot better than getting to know someone over lunch, that's just a terrifying experience. Oh, and biggest thing of all, silent moments are gonna happen. By moments, I mean solid 30-second chunks of time where neither party has anything to say. It's absolutely normal and fine. In the real world, it's kind of hard to always have something to say, and if you do have something to say, hopefully it's not always about yourself. Because Jesus Christ, no one likes to listen to someone talk about themselves for an hour. So ask questions and make sure to use the word I as minimally as possible. Sorry, I don't know how I got from fandoms to friendship, but nerd fighters. DFTBA.